Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Cancer for the middle of September. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Cancer, just keep in mind that I'll never ask you for money or ask you for a reading either via email, on YouTube, or on Instagram. There has been an uptick in scammers, so just do stay alert when it comes to that. The only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. And if you are interested in following my Instagram, there's a link to that in the description below. I do daily content. But let's go ahead and get into this reading here. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. Thought I'd bring back the Celtic cross, so do let me know as well what you think about this spread, but make sure everything's in view. I'm going to pull 3 cards here to clarify as we go along. And let me make sure everything's in view. We'll get right into this. Okay. I think that looks good enough to me, just about. Energy on the bottom. You have the Hermit. So this is somebody who is working towards self-mastery. They are a lifelong learner. You can see they are kind of working with the universe here, working amongst the universe, amongst the stars, and they are mastering an element of their path with the Hermit card coming in here. It's also a card of Virgo. We are in Virgo season. But I do wonder if there's something that is sort of a current fascination for you, Cancer, that you are sort of throwing yourself into at this moment. You could also just quite literally realize that you enjoy some alone time. You like doing some things on your own, kind of that sort of energy as well with the Hermit, taking time to meditate, taking time to be alone, learn and listen to the messages that are coming from within. So definitely like to see that on the bottom. You have a good reading here. So let me just get right into this. In the current situation, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is some sort of new money offer or new material situation arriving in your life. Really nice card of new money coming in some way, or new material offers, something like that happening. This is heavily associated with that. It's heavily associated with like the aspects of like paperwork and earthly things, anything that you need to do on the material realm. But the thing is, you do that work and you set yourself up. It's like sort of like planting a seed that then grows, that then prospers. And I will say that aces are always indicative of new beginnings as well. And so some of you just getting a new start. Now we do have double aces here next to each other. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands coming in the future, which we'll go over. But there's a new horizon for you here, Cancer, and I definitely like to see that. Now what's interesting is, so this is the current situation. The moon is coming in the problem position. Now this card is associated with the literal moon, but you, Cancer, are ruled by the moon, and so this could be you showing up here as the problem position. So I'm wondering if it's almost like a rejection of something that wants to come forward in your life. Like I wonder, you know how at times things are just going so well and then we kind of just are like waiting for something bad to happen. I almost am getting that sort of energy with this card showing up there, seeing as we are reading for Cancer. Now this could also mean that something is not as it appears, or someone is not as they appear. I will say you want to double check paperwork here. The moon and the Ace of Pentacles for sure. Want to double check that paperwork. Cross your T's, dot your I's here on whatever it is that you're starting. Especially if someone's like asking you for money up front or something like that. I would just be careful. I'd also extend that out to just be careful on speculating at this time, Cancer. Make sure you have complete faith and conviction in whatever investment that you're making, because of this Ace of Pentacles being associated with investments, paperwork, anything like that happening. Now, in the past, you do have the Magician. So this is what you are manifesting in your life. This is the Master Manifester in the tarot. You've combined something here. You've taken all 4 suits of the tarot, all elements in the tarot, and you've created something for yourself. You've created a good situation that's coming in here. So I definitely like to see that. It's a really nice card. It says that you have all of the tools that you need at hand. On other interpretations of the card, these tools are on a table, meaning all of the tools are out. Everything that you have is available, meaning you don't need to go buy something, you don't need to go learn anything, you don't need to go to the hardware store, Cancer, whatever it is. If you feel like, it's almost like with this card, it's like sometimes we feel like we need to just, if we just had this one thing, then we'd be able to do it. But that's not the case with the Magician, because the Magician says that everything there is available. Everything that you need is within you, and you can take that to create something for yourself. Now in the future, I love this. We have the Ace of Wands, my personal favorite card in the tarot. This is a side hustle. This is a passion that you have right now. You're turning a passion into a profit, or you're just getting some sort of passionate new beginning in your life that's coming forward here. This is the like spark of life, the initial flames that you can feel burning, urging you towards something, pulling you towards starting something in your life. And it feels like fire energy, like it's like you have a fire burning within you with the Ace of Wands. And it's almost like, I will say with the Ace of Wands, it's one of the things, one of the interpretations with this card is like any business or enterprise you start under the guise of the Ace of Wands should turn out pretty well. Obviously, timelines can change, just take it as it resonates, but it's an excellent card for starting something in the enterprise world or starting something new, even just a project at work, you know, going forward and presenting a project to your boss or something like that. You do have the Lovers here in your conscious thoughts, in your conscious awareness. What you can see is the Lovers. So this is potentially it could, you know, people see this card and immediately think, oh, relationships, I'm going to find someone. Sure, that could certainly be the case with the Lovers card coming in. You could see someone in your environment that you've taken an interest in, or someone's taken an interest in you. However, this is also love generally. And so this could be love for this Ace of Wands. It could be love for this project or this enterprise or this situation here that's wanting to birth, that's wanting to come forward, with 2 aces birthing, right? And so for some of you, it's like love for a situation, love for a process, love for a project, something like that happening. Maybe even you just like literally love what you do for work. Something like that happening is what I feel like is connecting more for me. Now there could be a relationship starting, and I'll get into why in the future. But let's just keep going along here. Now, in your lower row, you have, this is the subconscious, what you can't see, the hidden, the unknown. It's also the way you talk to yourself, is 3 of Wands. I do feel like you're coming to realize, though, the way that you're talking to yourself, even though it's a subconscious belief, is that small wins add up to big wins over time. And that's really what this 3 of Wands is. It's the initial success that you need to keep moving forward. You can see this person's kind of looking out to the shoreline, thinking like, where do they go from here? What's next for them? And you may be doing that with something in your life. I do feel like you've been quite successful here. Probably at work or in an enterprise, you've been successful around something. And this could be progressing into bigger successes, bigger wins. It's almost like this seems like an idyllic or like just a perfect time in your life right now. I don't know about perfect, because we do have the moon actually showing up, meaning there could be something coming in, but at the same time, it's like things seem to be going pretty well for you. So you may just want to take a moment to like enjoy it. Now, where you're going, you have the Empress in your current influence, how you're influencing the situation. This is the most abundant card in the tarot. This is a card of a harvest coming through. It's associated with Venus. Venus is the planet of luxury and wealth. It is a planet of love as well. And as a lover, the Empress would be like somebody who's nurturing, very sort of motherly, feminine type of energy, someone who will really nurture you. And some of you may be, connecting or resonating with that, with somebody that you found or somebody that you're interested in. But really, I do feel like there's a harvest here coming in with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, and we'll get into that Six of Pentacles. But because you've also spent time like creating something here, it seems like, after you've spent time mastering something. You've created something with the Magician, you've also spent time mastering. And so it's almost like this perfect storm of something hitting or something paying off here in your life. You have the Queen of Cups as well, and the external influence. This is what you can't control. Sometimes people step into our lives and we weren't really ready for it, but it's like here they are. And that's what I feel like is going on here. Now this is, this could be you showing up. This could be any water sign. But the Queen of Cups is like a trusted friend or ally. Also somebody who would be like this is like the classic therapist in the tarot. I just looked over at the clock. It's 222, which means it's a really nice card for like relationships. It's also a really nice card. I'm sorry, not card. It's a really nice angel number for relationships, or number for saying that you're on the right path. And so for some of you, there's someone coming in. Wow, that was a really nice synchronicity. But for some of you, there's someone coming in here that might be good for you. The Queen of Cups, the Empress, that's nurturing energy. That's definitely the energy of someone you can trust. So, all right, I really like that. I got a little distracted because I don't always, that was just a nice synchronicity. But in the hopes and fears, drop 222 in the comments if you connect with that. In your hopes and fears, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is material and spiritual prosperity. This is the financial scales here balancing out and tipping in your favor. You're hoping that this Ace of Pentacles is true. You're hoping that this situation is for real. It's the real deal. It works out. Like I said, it can mean the formation of a new job, such as signing paperwork or signing off on something, doing some sort of investment, maybe even getting a home, something like that happening. But you're fearful that it's going to return to, like you're fearful that it's going to work out. And this is what I was picking up with that Moon card. You definitely want to make sure that like you're certain that this is a legit opportunity. There's something about that where I just have the need to say, like, make sure that you're checking over things at this time, especially if you're like trying to buy something like a car, like a big purchase, like getting a car loan or something. In the outcome, you have the Four of Wands. This is like the traditional marriage card in the tarot. We did get that interesting 222 synchronicity, plus the Queen of Cups, the Empress, and the Lovers, and the Wheel, and the Ace of Wands. So that could be a relationship coming in. The outcome is that you could meet like a long-term marriage partner through all of this. Sometimes there could be some interesting synchronicity that comes forward if you're single, if you're looking for someone. For others of you, you're leaning on your foundations and achievements to keep the success going, to keep the train rolling. And I definitely like this. The Ace of Wands, Four of Wands in the future and the outcome positions. That's either a passionate relationship that's long term, or that's an enterprise that's going to be very, very nice for you. So definitely like to see that. Things, or just things going well at work. Let's see what else. Let's see what these three clarifications are. Look at this. Are you serious? You have the Sun, the best card in the tarot. Total positivity, happiness. Not only the best card, not only the most positive card, but the most happy card, or I should say the happiest card in the tarot here with the Sun. So you can expect this situation. I feel like it's temporary caution. Okay, I feel like it's going to work out. It's going to work out quickly as well with this Eight of Wands. This is quick moving event that brings about good news. This is the energy of accelerated motion, of getting unstuck, of getting out of the mud. Something good happening here. This is good news coming in quickly, arriving. And for some of you, it's meeting somebody unexpectedly. With the Page of Cups, excuse me. This is like a new love or a new romance coming in with the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands in the future, the Lovers, and the Empress. This person's long term. This is the real deal, but I do feel like it's like an intense type of a relationship. Others of you, there's just a new creative offer or some sort of happiness, some sort of happy offer coming in for you here. This is one of the better readings that I've done so far for these middle of the month readings. So I really love to see this. Let's go ahead and get some additional clarifications here. Let's see what cards want to come forward. Can we get some cards, please? Let go. Interesting. Let go. Just allow this to happen. I do wonder. I'm going to stay firm and say, like, that Moon is coming in as a word of caution, but At the same time, with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands so prominently coming in, you do kind of just want to allow the current to sort of flow, or you want to flow with the current rather, and just allow it to happen. Not the right time. That's interesting. Not the right time is coming in here. Let's get another clarification. I think it's that Moon card. It seems like it's the right time to me. Let's see what else. Okay. Remain positive. That's interesting. Let go, not the right time, remain positive. Can I get a clarification on the not the right time? Wait. Okay, so don't make any hasty moves on the contract that you're signing off on. If you are signing off on a contract, or if there's money coming in, don't make any hasty moves. But I feel like the other ace looks really nice. It's almost like there are two things going on simultaneously here. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, it seems like the Ace of Pentacles, it's like telling you to just like let go, allow it to happen. And the Ace of Wands looks good though, so take it as it resonates. This is one of the only times I like legit disagree with. I believe that you pick the cards that are chosen for a reason, but I kind of disagree with some of those, so just take them as it resonates. You have Thief. There's something going on. There's something that's not as it appears. Courthouse, main female, poverty, imprisonment, great fortune. The health of the Moon card and like the Ace of Pentacles seems to be troubling for some of you, and so I would just not put yourself in a, I would just be careful that you're not putting yourself in a tough position financially at this time, because it seems like don't, like if you're like you really want a Tesla for example, but like the monthly payments are going to crush all your income, your spendable, I would just like not do anything. Like I would not spend lavishly is the message I'm getting, unless you absolutely can. Something like that going on here. Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in a trap, because the other thing on the other side of this reading is Great Fortune, Pathway, and Ace of Wands with the Four of Wands and the Sun. So it's all going to work out. It's just like, Great Fortune is the best card in this deck. It's just like there is one other thing where it's like there's caution. So I think some of you will know what that is. Just take it as it resonates. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaineintuitive.com. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.